2018 was one of the craziest years for sneaker releases. Today we'll run through some of the most hyped drops of 2018 in a completely random order because I was too lazy to organize it. But anyway, before we jump into it, I just have a brief announcement for you guys that I'm sure a lot of you guys are excited to hear. My Discord server Endurance is restocking on the 1st, which is obviously right around the corner. I just want to let you guys know that the new price is $23.99 for new members in comparison to the old members paying $14.99. And hold on, let me explain it because obviously you might think that's absurd, and that's understandable. This $23.99 is justified by all of the improvements and additions that I've made to the group throughout this month. And it's not just for my investment purposes, obviously that is a factor, but it's mostly because it would be unfair to the members who already paid $14.99, considering they were already willing to pay for that stuff without all these new things. So hopefully you guys could understand where I'm coming from on this one, but basically that sums it up. I made an entire list on my site of all the additions and stuff that I know you guys are going to love, whether you're a manual user or a bot user, of course. We're friendly to all of you guys. And when you actually get a chance to look at this site, I just wanted to say shout out to Squarespace for actually helping me out with this. They are actually the sponsor of today's video, and without them, my site would definitely not be possible. Specifically because as an amateur web designer, I would say that this made it extremely easy and time efficient with all the templates they provide. Makes it look extremely clean and simple. So yeah, big shout out to them. If you guys are interested in creating your own website or you just want a domain, it's really an all-in-one platform, so feel free to check it out with the link in the description and offer code KeithAdam. Again, it's up to you, but let's talk about what you guys came here for. I'm not trying to waste your time. Kicking it off, one of the favorites of the year has to be the Cactus Jack Jordan 4 in light blue. This shoe dropped June 9th. Moving on from that one, we had the Yeezy 500 Supermoon Yellow that dropped as a Yeezy Supply exclusive in a bundle, but then dropped again on the same date, June 9th. Next shoe we're going to mention is on a completely different date because, like I said, I was too lazy to organize this, but it is the Nigel Sylvester Jordan 1, which dropped September 1st. Moving on from that, we had the Nike React Element 87s drop in sand and also in black. Then later on, we saw different iterations of them in different colorways. I think the most notable colorways had to come from the Undercover collaboration. Jumping to the start of the year, we had the CR7 Air Force 1. This is personally one of my top 3 releases of the year, I would have to say, just because I find it so unique and it has a great backstory. This shoe dropped January 11th, but moving on to the next drop, on February 18th, the Big Bang Foams released, and this honestly had to be my favorite release of all of 2018. Feel free to let me know down in the comments below which one you guys actually preferred, and I'm quite interested to know if it's just a simple Jordan, or maybe it's just a Yeezy, or maybe something unique. Anyway, jumping back to September 15th, we saw the massive re-release of the Yeezy 700 Wave Runner. Going forward, November 17th, and a few other days, we saw the Union Jordan 1 release, and this may have been potentially the most frustrating day for manual users. Moving on to October 3rd, the Off-White Spooky Pack Blazers dropped with the black and also the All Hallows Eve colorway. But moving on from that one, another Off-White Blazer that dropped had to be the Serena Williams Blazer. These dropped via a scratch drop on Nike sneakers and also on other retailers on the 25th of October. And I guess one thing that I could say to sum this one up is Android users definitely had the last laugh. On September 7th, we had the Y3 4D dropped in black. Now, obviously, there's a ton of 4Ds that released, but this was one that I found to be pretty notable. Anyway, moving on. On February 6th, we saw the Kith LeBron Long Live the King collection. There were 4 shoes out of this collection that actually dropped in total. But moving on, arguably the most iconic shoe to release of this year had to be the Jordan 3 Black Cement. This shoe dropped on February 17th, which was Michael Jordan's birthday. Now, also, another contender for the most iconic shoe of 2018 has to be the Concord Jordan 11. On February 10th, we saw the first of many PlayStation Paul Georges. These actually lit up just like all the ones we're seeing right now. We saw the gray, the blue. Next month, we're seeing the white. Anyway, jumping to November 8th, Supreme, Nike, and CDG all collaborated on this one Air Force One, which honestly doesn't look too bad. On September 22nd, we saw the Pine Greens and also the Court Purples release in men's and grade school sizes. Now, moving on to very recently, we saw the green Concepts Lobster release with the special box on Concepts.com. There's a lot of crazy stuff that went on with this release, and they even made you make an account before this day, which freaked a lot of people out. And I'd say that this tweet essentially sums everything up from it. But yeah, it definitely wasn't your normal release from Concepts. And also, you know, just to save some time, might as well just say all Off-White and Nike drops that released in 2018. Shout out to Sneaker List for the photo. Anyway, moving on, recently we just saw the Fear of God, Light Bone, and Black Nike Air dropped. And they actually will drop again on January 19th. Moving back to April 28th, we saw the Kawhi Leonard Pass the Torches drop, and then December 15th, and also last month, we saw the Red Not For Resale drop, and unfortunately, we didn't see the main big release for the Yellow Not For Resales. Anyway, moving on to October 12th, we had Daniel Arsham, and he collaborated with Adidas to make a 4D model. Obviously, there were a ton of 4Ds that released this year. This and the Y3 were just two of the ones that stuck out to me the most. And unfortunately, we've hit a dead end because I ran out of paper, and I really don't feel like going to buy a new notebook at the moment. So we're going to end it there. I completely understand that I missed a lot of releases. There are so many more that I could have listed, and I understand that, but that's what you guys are for. Feel free to list your #1 sneaker down in the comments below. Even if it's on this list or if it's not, I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. Since the Endurance restock is upon us, I just wanted to briefly mention to you guys, if you're not able to get in, I do want to apologize in advance. The only reason I have to keep this limited is because you guys aren't just accounts. You're literally people, and I understand that there's going to be at least 10% of you guys who are new to Discord, and you guys are going to require a lot of personal attention to understand the fundamentals of the platform, and for that reason, I can't just add 1,000 of you at once. I mean, I'd love to do that, but unfortunately, I can't because I want to give you guys the attention required. So yeah, again, hopefully you guys could understand. And also, feel free to check out the site. Again, that site was made with Squarespace. I would definitely suggest checking out Squarespace if you're interested in making a site. I know sites could definitely be quite complicated to make on your own, but with all these platforms, it makes it super, super simple. So feel free to check it out. 14 days, completely free, and also a 10% discount on your first purchase if you use offer code KeithAdam and the link in the description. But you know, that's enough of that. I just want to wish you guys a happy new year. May this 2019 be a very blessed new year. Lots of W's, but not only that, of course, just for our personal lives, I hope you guys stay safe. You know, do well at work, do well in school if you're in school. Set some goals, of course. That's the best thing you can do for the year. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed or if you perhaps learned a thing or two. Also, subscribe and turn on post notifications to stay 100% updated on any hype shoe that's releasing in 2019. And yes, I'm going to be making that 2019 sneaker hype upcoming video. It's going to take a while, so I don't know when I'll put it out, but I will. So feel free to turn on post notifications. But with that, I'm out of here, guys. I'll see you guys later.
Get your foot off my foot. Oh.